Hello, hello. Welcome to this week's Mended Mama Pep Talk. My name is Emily Cleghorn, and I am super passionate about helping new mamas who are navigating triggers from childhood trauma to break free from that trauma and become the mama that they needed for their little ones. This week, our pep talk is all about the benefits of journaling. Journaling is something that I have practiced throughout my life and more recently have incorporated it into my own healing practice, healing from my own trauma. And so I wanted to take a few minutes today to outline some of the benefits because I know there are also a lot of drawbacks. For example, if you grew up in a place where your privacy was not taken seriously, you may be concerned about somebody reading your journal and making fun of you or mocking you or exposing your most inner thoughts. And I recognize that. I can understand and empathize with that concern. And my advice in that is there are so many ways, especially now with the advancements that we have in technology. There are so many options for journaling, and journaling doesn't have to look the same for everyone. So, journaling for me is pen and paper, and I write down my thoughts, what's on my mind, what's going on. However, that doesn't have to be how you journal. You can journal via a password protected voice note on your phone. You can journal through drawing. You can journal through many different ways. And you can journal typing in a password protected app as well. So there are many ways to do the same thing and reap the same reward and really get all of the benefits. So first I want to give you my biggest tip for success. And then I'm going to talk about some of the benefits that I have experienced. And if you have any that you would like to add, please go ahead and drop those in the comments below. So first, let's talk about my tip for success. Now, if you are journaling as part of a healing practice, the biggest suggestion that I have is to approach your journaling without judgment. So you're not judging yourself for what you're writing. You're not judging yourself for how you're writing. You're not judging the experience. That self-judgment tends to hold us back, really, in the bigger picture. It holds us back. And so when you journal, however it is, pardon me, that you want to journal, the best way to do that is to approach it with curiosity rather than judgment. So being curious about why you wrote something, being curious about what that is trying to communicate to you, and not judging what you've written. For me, what I've observed is that when I sit down with a pen and my journal, words will flow through the from my brain down my arm into my pen and onto the paper, because that is my safe space. My journal has become my safe space. Because for me growing up, my words, using my voice, was not always safe, not always welcome. But my journal was nobody judges what I write in my journal. So I have made a lot of discoveries about myself through what I've written in my journal. And so the first benefit that I want to share with you is that journaling is a method of release. Okay, so your emotions are energy in motion. Okay, and if you are someone, all of us do this, by the way, who represses and pushes down your emotions because maybe they're uncomfortable for you to feel, maybe they're scary, maybe they're socially unaccepted, whatever it might be that's causing you to repress your emotions, they get stuck. They get stuck. That energy gets stuck. And so in order for you to get that out, you need some method of release. And journaling can be that method of release, and it gets that energy when you allow yourself to let it out in that safe space. It helps to get emotions that have been buried maybe for a long, long time. It helps to get them moving and out. Because whether you want to acknowledge it or accept it or not, those stuck emotions, be it anger, sadness, frustration, whatever it might be, is going to come out in some way, shape, or form. Journaling allows you to choose the way in which that emotion comes out. Otherwise, that emotion chooses how it's going to come out, and it could come out as disease or something else that is not pleasant, that's going to demand your attention. The second benefit that I have written down here in my notes is it helps to foster a connection within. And so often, as trauma survivors, we have been conditioned to not connect within because our connection within is not safe, not reliable, not comfortable. It's uncomfortable to go inward because inward is a jumbled mess of hurt and pain. And so when you're walking your healing journey and you're following your mended mama path, connecting within is something that's really, really important. And the third thing, the third benefit that you will see from journaling over time is that you become an observer of your moods, your thoughts, your habits. And when you take on the role of observer, it's a lot easier to acknowledge and recognize what changes or shifts might need to be made in order for you to live your best life. So, those are the 3 tips that I wanted to share with you today on journaling, the benefits of journaling. And if you found something that resonated with you in this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when new videos get posted on my channel, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear what you have to say about journaling, about um, your journey. And if you are not already, I encourage you to head over and become an inner circle member into the Mamahood After Trauma Inner Circle community. There is a link for that community in the description of this video, and I cannot wait to see you over there. Until next week, friends, keep going.